lot of this isn't going to make sense to you, and I'm sorry about that. I'm just going to start at the beginning, with the house. I lived here until I was 11, but I wasn't allowed inside half the rooms. Inside the mailbox were bills from 7 years ago, marked urgent, open immediately. I hadn't been back since my brother Lewis's funeral. In her will, my mother left me a key but didn't tell me what it unlocked. Maybe she thought I'd know, or she thought the mystery would be enough to bring me back. No one had driven this way in a long time, but I saw a few hoof prints. The truth is, even after I inherited the house, I never thought I'd come back to it. But now I had questions about my family that only the house knew the answers to. The house was exactly like I remembered it, the way I'd been dreaming about it. As a child, the house made me uncomfortable in a way I couldn't put into words. Now, as a 17-year-old, I knew exactly what those words were. I was afraid of the house. I hoped the key might unlock the front door. It didn't. Looking in, I felt like the house itself had been waiting for me. I asked Edie once about the dragon in the pond. She said it had killed her husband. I was 6. It seemed like an odd joke to me, even then. Crawling through the doggy door used to be a lot easier when I was 11. The power had been turned off the night we left. For the first time in years, I felt like I was home. But instead of a family, there were just memories of one. Like how after Louis started working at the cannery, we all got sick of eating salmon. Except our cat, Molly. Or how only one restaurant would deliver to our house, so we had Chinese a lot. The table was still a wreck from the night we left. It was like a bomb had gone off, killing everyone but sparing the furniture. My mom was the only one of us who could imagine Great-Grandma Edie living in a nursing home. Nothing in the house looked abnormal. There was just too much of it, like a smile with too many teeth. Even the fireplace had a story. Edie told me the bricks came from the original house, after it sank. Great-Grandpa Sven built a music box for Barbara, along with the rest of the house. My mom wasn't much of an optimist, but she never stopped believing that my brother Milton was alive. A lot of things got left behind in the whirlwind of that last night. Mom always told me to stay out of the basement, so I wasn't too surprised when the key didn't fit. After Milton disappeared, Mom sealed up all the bedrooms. Then Edie retaliated and drilled peepholes. I spent a lot of time playing in Great Uncle Walter's room. I think my mom sometimes regretted not sealing it up. Lewis told me there were secret passages, but I never believed him. Turns out, my mom was really good at keeping secrets. Now it was time to find out what my mom had been afraid of. Edie's father, Odin, built the original house. Mom must have locked the third floor stairs on the night we left. Whenever people ask me about my family, the first thing they always want to know about is Barbara. From the paintings on the wall, it was clear my brother Milton had been here before me. Reading this, maybe it sounds like I had a plan. But I had no idea what was behind that door. Just like I had no idea where all this was gonna lead.
December 13th, 1947. Dear Diary, I'll be gone soon, but I wanted to tell somebody about what's gonna happen. It started when Mom sent me to bed without dinner. I woke up and I was starving, so I looked around for something to eat. The gerbil food was dry, but I didn't mind it. My Halloween candy was all gone. I kept eating and eating. I ate a lot of things that night. Then I heard chirping outside my window. It was a barn swallow going back to her nest. I reached out for her. And suddenly, I was a cat. I tried to be quiet, but the bird was really scared. Mom and Dad didn't even look at me. I jumped and I almost got her. I could tell she was getting really tired. Now I was up in the big tree. I promised Dad I wouldn't climb it anymore. All I cared about was eating that mama bird. I gobbled her up. And suddenly, I was an owl. First, all I heard was the wind. Then I heard little teeth nibbling in the grass. Rabbits. I imagined his face looking up and seeing mine through my talons. I swallowed him up, and I didn't chew one bit. Then I flew off to find something bigger. A mama rabbit. She was almost too big to carry. I started choking, but I couldn't stop eating. And suddenly, I was a shark. I rolled off a cliff and into the ocean. Now, I was hungrier than ever. I wanted fat, juicy seals. grabbed on tight. When I was so hungry, I jumped out of the water. When I opened my eyes, everything had changed. I was a monster, and I smelled people everywhere. I was big, but I moved real quiet. To stop, but also I didn't.
はい、ノエルさん、こんばんは。これなんか、今月のフリーゲームで出てたやつなんですけど、ちょっとね、やってみようかな、感じでやってますね。はっ。
After the last passenger, I was still hungry. And across the water, I smelled something new. Something I had to have, so I swam towards it.
なかなかの謎ゲーですわ。
I slithered onto the sand, and the good smell went into an old pipe.
いや、ホラゲーではないんですよね。なんだ。
I got closer and closer.
こっちじゃないの。
all of my stomach started growling. And suddenly, I was me again. I held my breath for a long time, but I couldn't hear anything. I think it's waiting for me to fall asleep. But it's not going to wait much longer. It needs to be, and we both know I will be delicious.
I'm not sure if I believed all of that, but I'm sure Edie would have. I got the sense Edie had spent a lot of time here, before my mom sealed the doors. This will be obvious later, but my mom never told me any of these stories. Edie would have, but Mom didn't like bringing up the past. Though, when we adopted a stray kitten, she was the one who named it Molly.
そうっすね。いろいろなフリープレイ出ますね。なんかこのゲームね、気になるっていう話をシスターにして、面白いよ、それっていうのを聞いて、ね、まゆちゃんにも、このゲームをおすすめしたら、世界観好きだけど、内容はよくわからなかったって言ってました。本当にわけわかんない。
Louis died a week before we left, but Edie had already started to memorialize him. Her room was like a museum. For 500 years, the Finches have been famous throughout Norway for their fortune and misfortune. Odin Finch buries the latest victims of the family curse, his wife Ingeborg and their newborn son, Johan. On January 7th, 1937, he set sail with his family and his house, hoping to leave the curse behind. But 40-foot waves off the coast of Washington send the house and Odin to the bottom of the sea. Odin's daughter Edie, with husband Sven and baby Molly, step ashore on their new home, Orcas Island. Odin Finch is the first to be buried in the new family cemetery. His daughter Edie is already dreaming of a new Finch house. Whatever's wrong with this family, it goes back a long ways. Edie gave a big interview about a mole man living under the Finch house. My mom was furious. I hadn't thought of myself as Edith Jr. for a long, long time. When Edie told people Sven was killed by a dragon, she could also have said he was building a dragon-shaped slide that collapsed. She could have, but she didn't. Even in her 90s, sometimes Edie seemed a lot younger than my mother. The only trace Grandpa Sam's first wife Kay left on the house was the pink bathroom. It was a pretty big trace.
Oh, Nao-san, こんばんは。
There's a secret in this bathroom.
岩盤浴どうでした？
It's in the last place you would look. It isn't in the cupboard. It's hidden in this book.
ほう。すげえ。なんだこれ。わかんないですけど、結構不思議な感じの世界観楽しめるゲームです。
Sven gave Sam an old camera he'd refurbished. He never put it down.
なんかね、4月のフリープレイで遊べるゲームなんですけど、すごい。謎解きという謎解きありますか？なんか今のところはそんなのはないっすね。今後出てくるのかな？そうっすね、フリープレイっす。
I knew Grandpa Sam had a twin. And that he never talked about him.
So こに行けと。
I guess my grandpa didn't like history any more than my mom did.
ほう、すげえ。
How I Want to Remember My Brother by Sam Finch. The thing I remember is that when he made up his mind, that was it. My brother said he'd die before he ate another mushroom. And he did. At Barbara's funeral, we swore we'd never be afraid again. And he wasn't. I think Calvin always wanted to fly.
右スティック左スティックで足上がる方向が変わる。
But that day, he finally made up his mind to do it.
これどうや
I
って降りる
told him going around was impossible.
ああ。おう、ミンティ
Maybe
こん
if
ば
I
ん
hadn't
は。
said that.
ほら。
Maybe if the wind hadn't picked up, then maybe he'd still be here. But I doubt it. I
え
think
こ
he
れもし
already
や
made up his mind. That's what I want to remember about my brother.
うわすげえすごいことだって。うわ行くか一周。おおやば。
Today he made it to 95, and he did.
めっちゃおもろいやん今。
Calvin's story felt strangely familiar. When I was younger, I remember trying to do the exact same thing.
FPS、でもまあ慣れてればそんな気にしないですかね。
After the funeral, Edie roped off Calvin's half of the room.
あれで亡くなっちゃったと。
Mom said Grandpa Sam enlisted at 18 and never set foot in the room again.
ほうほう、すごい仕掛けだな。手前に握って持ち上げる。ほう、すげえすげえすげえ。からくり屋敷じゃんもう。すげえなこの家。
The passages were a pretty tight fit. They'd obviously been built for smaller hands and bellies.
しかも今みたいな鍵も自分でスティック動かして開けるみたいな。ワインとか入ってんのか、すげえな。ねえ、こんな部屋住んでみたいね。
Growing up, I always thought of Barbara as a child star. Of all the stories people wrote about Barbara's death, I'm surprised Edie saved this one.
Old Jack here with another ghastly tale inspired by America's most unfortunate family. I'm calling it The Surprise Ending of Barbara Finch. As a child star, Barbara was famous for her scream. Now at 16, she was all washed up. A has-been. But in a lucky break, she'd been asked to perform her signature scream at a local convention for monster movie fans. It was just the boost her career needed. Unfortunately, her scream hadn't aged well.
Getting better. I think you just need the right motivation.
Her biggest fan and current boyfriend, Rick, was about to demonstrate when...
Now that was a great dream.
It was Barbara's father, Sven. He'd slipped into a table saw and had to be rushed to the emergency room. So Barbara got stuck babysitting her youngest brother, Walter. Her convention comeback was cancelled.
Okay, I'm hearing frustration, but I'm not hearing terror. What if I tried...
A gang of hoodlums in Halloween masks have been terrorizing Orcas Island tonight. Police are urging residents to...
That came from the basement.
You're right! Also, I loved your delivery on that. Why is your basement door locked?
Because my dad likes making puzzles and secret passages. There's a key hidden in the music box. The secret is to keep winding and winding until finally the key pops out.
Thanks, babe. I'll be back in a sec.
ああ、さっきのオルゴール。
20 minutes later, Rick hadn't returned. So Barbara went to look for him, right on cue. She reached for the music box.
ここもおー、すごい動かせる。回せ回せ。
She listened for Rick, but the house was silent.
外国で作ったゲームだろうね。完全に字幕も小さくて理解に苦しい。お、降りていくぜ。怖っ。
She found Rick's
松葉
couch
杖。
and imagined the worst.
触れる。触れるこれ。やば。これ不審者で動けるじゃん。すごいトロフィーゲットした。これじゃあ棚もなんかやったらトロフィーゲットできるかな。なんもない。部屋を荒らしてるだけじゃないか。いや面白いぞこのゲーム。お、なんか開いたし、なんか開いたぞ。おい、なんだ、開いたぞ、開いたぞ、ここ。ぶん回して開いたぞ。食べた。やばいやばいやばいやばい。やばい、これやばいよ。怖っ。怖い怖い。え？何これ？怖っ。え、スクショしとこう。恐ろしい。おー、びっくりした。え？テーブル層ってこれか。怖い怖い怖い。何だこれ。ね、さっきのブランコの子、血まみれじゃないか。この子も血まみれ。え、怖っ。どこにいるの？こっちか。
The old fridge rattled and grew still.
あらまあ。殴っちゃった。
Barb, relax. I was just trying to scare you to help you find your scream.
Well, I'm not scared, Rick. I'm furious.
Then act furious. All I'm getting from you now is that you're hurt and confused and
She threw him out, but she kept a little something to remember him by.
Barb, have you seen my other crutch?
And she was still holding it when she fell asleep watching the late picture show. Hours later...
Barbara! Walter, what's going on up there? Ah! Okay, I'm coming up. But if this is a trick, you're dead, Walter.
この女の人もこうなるってこと？わかんない。でも何か事件の匂いがする。この卵の椅子欲しい。本当だね。乗ったら壊れそう。
Orcas Island police describe the man as 6 feet tall, with a steel hook for a hand. Residents are urged to lock all doors and windows and notify the police of any suspicious activity.
Barbara turned, saw the hook man, and was speechless. He was quite smashing. He couldn't get enough of Barbara.
Okay, Barbara, there's gotta be another way out of here.
字が小さくて読みづらい。あれかな画面をちっちゃくしちゃってるから戻しましょうか、大きさ。
She played her part beautifully.
ちょっと待ってください。ブロキャスのこうか。見てお尻。これでどうかな。
結構太ってますからテレテレ。
ほら死んだ。
But she sensed the story might not be over yet.
あ、聞いてはいけないやつでしたか。すみませんなせ。
聞いてはいけないやつ。
あ、警察。
え、いない。
Had vanished. She listened for his breathing, but all she heard was. Someone at the door was dying to speak to young Barbara. At the door, she heard whispering. It was coming from inside the house.
Oh dear.
The monster come to surprise her. For Barbara, it was a dream come true. Then she saw what kind of monsters they were, and she realized what was about to happen. She was going to be famous. And with her final breath, Barbara Finch gave the performance of her life. I wasn't there myself, but I hear Barbara was magnificent. Poor girl. She had a taste for stardom. But unfortunately, so did her fans. Of course, the police blamed it all on poor Rick, who disappeared the same night. And little Walter, hiding under his bed the whole time. He took it all pretty hard, but that's another story. As for Barbara, tucked inside the music box is all they ever found of her. Her ear. Now that's what I call a real eerie tale.
Edie told me all Barbara wanted was to be remembered, as absurd as that comic was. Maybe what Edie saw was a happy ending.
耳食べ残しちゃダメでしょ。
そこやば。バーバ。残ってたのは耳だけどか。ああ、ちゃう。戻れんじゃないの？戻れないんか。
何かやっぱりホラゲーですが。
なんかね。
I guess now I know why Mom didn't like me playing with the music box.
いやね、オルゴールで遊ぼうじゃん。あれで地下に行けるようになるって言ったもんね。鍵取れた。暗いな。さっき俺が荒らしたテーブルじゃないか。テーブル買った。指切ったってやつ。
Mom said the basement was off limits, unless I wanted another tetanus shot.
あー、なるほどね。こういう道具がいっぱいあって危ないからっていうことで地下の立ち入りを禁止してたと。
I saw Edie sneak down to the basement once, carrying packages.
暗いな。
I thought maybe she was hiding presents. It turned out she was hiding a lot more than that.
もっといろいろ隠していたこととして。
こういう作業できる場所欲しいな。
作業できる場所ね。暗っ。
I remember asking Mom once about where Walter had gone.
どこ行ったのか。待って、暗い。暗い。ちょっと待って。
She said after Barbara died, he got as far away as he could.
バーバラが亡くなった後、くらいできる限り遠ざかった。すげえ。食料なのかこれは。
If there's a pattern in all these stories, I think it's that none of us has gotten very far.
Goodbye, everyone. I can't believe I've been down here for 30 years. On that first day, after the shaking started, I didn't think I'd survive a week. But after a few days, I settled into a routine. That's what kept me sane. Having a schedule, living for today.
これ怖くて、途中意味わからなくてやめました。
But if you wait long enough, you get used to anything.
これ怖くて途中意味わからなくてやめました。マジっすか。デカパイさん、こんばんは。お久しぶりです。確かにちょっと謎いっすよね。
On the other side of the door starts to feel normal. Almost friendly. And then one day, everything just stopped. Whatever that thing was, it was gone. Maybe it got tired of waiting. Or maybe I just got tired of being afraid. It's been a week now, the longest in 30 years. I'm done waiting. I have to leave. Well, I still can. I know it's out there, somewhere. Whatever killed Barbara.
Barbara殺せない。
Molly. And Calvin. Maybe this is all a mistake. But I need to stop living the same day, even if it kills me. Whatever's out there, I want you to know I'm ready for it. I'm going to appreciate all of it, especially the food. I don't mind if I only have a year left, or a month, or a single week. I'd be happy with one more day. I can already imagine the sun on my face.
Walter died when I was 6. I can't believe my mom never told me he was down here. I'm sure my mom was trying to protect me. Maybe she was afraid I'd end up like Walter. But if she never told me about an uncle under the house, I can only imagine what else she was hiding. I don't want to make the same mistakes she made. Trying to bury something that's still alive. Now that there's only one of us left, or maybe 2, I thought it was time I heard the stories for myself. And found out what happened to everyone else. But now I'm worried the stories themselves might be the problem. Maybe we believed so much in a family curse, we made it real. I don't know if I should even be writing this. Maybe it'd be better if all this just died with me. But I thought you should know about your family. And the history you're a part of. Though to be honest, I feel as lost as you probably do right now. I think the people in these stories believed them, for what that's worth. And when you look at the house, that history of imagination and stubbornness and madness, any of it seems possible. think we've been surrounded by death for so long, we've just gotten used to it. What kind of family finishes building a cemetery before starting the house? It's embarrassing for me to admit this, but
何このゲー
the
ム
pet cemetery may be more uncomfortable than the human one.
何このゲーム。フリープレイのゲーム。今月の。
Three of the gerbils were mine, and two had been my fault. Sven built the house, but it was Edie who designed the cemetery.
なんぞこれ。
なんぞこれ。お、レフティー。なんか今月のフリープレイで遊べるゲームなんだけど。
何を求めてるの？
なんかね、ここの屋敷で、結構ね、古い建物の屋敷なんだけど、そこで一体何があったかっていうのを突き止めるゲーム。酔いそう。あー、レフティは結構苦手かもね。まあ、謎を解き明かすゲームって言った方がいいのかな、これ。
謎解きか。
でも謎解きをしてる感じは全然ないけど。でも思っていたよりかは面白い。ただストーリーは謎。
Edie said she dreamed about the old house every night.
ほー。で、どうしたらいいんだろうな。あそこに行くってことか。あそこに前に屋敷があって流されてここに立って。
謎の謎解きゲームって誰に需要あるの？あら。
さあ、わかんない。世界観好きな人は好きらしいよ。
But the older I get, the more I can see where my mom was coming from.
母さんの言うこともわかるようになった。
Her dad had been pretty strict, but it wasn't enough to save her brothers. She was just trying to do better.
やばいな。
She lost two of her brothers, just like I did. I get why she tried so hard to protect us.
フィンチ。
ゾンビ出ないかな？
ゾンビは出ないね。
There's so many things I wish I could ask my mom now. Part of me thinks this is what she wanted all along. For me to come back someday and find everything out for myself.
ピンチさんいっぱい死んでるやん。
そう。すごいね。呪われているかのようにフィンチ家の人いっぱい死んでんだよ。
but looking back on it now,
でも世界観は面白いんだよな。
if she told me there was going to be so much climbing, I never would have come when I was 22 weeks pregnant.
フィンチのピンチやな。
妊娠22週目。妊娠してんのかい。大丈夫？大丈夫？折れるよ。それ折れるよ。折れちゃうよ。おお。ヒヤヒヤするね。どうすんだ。こっちか。こっちじゃないの？降りれないんだが。
寒いダジャレはできんにしろって言われたような気がする。
ピンチのピンチ。寒いダジャレはできんにしろって言われた。言ったかな？確か言ったかもしれない。これ登れないの？あ、はしごあるやんけ。
気のせいですね、わら。
I never met Grandpa Sam, but I think he and my mom had a lot in common.
母さんは似ていた。横に引くと。
They were both pretty intense.
お、二人とも真剣な性格。あ、B さんや。B さんここに敷かれとるやんけ。お、次は誰の話なんだ。サムって人か。
Dawn, I promise you'll never forget this weekend.
かわいそうな俺。
These memories are gonna last a lifetime.
Am I gonna have to shoot anything?
It's a hunting trip, Dawn. Shooting is strongly encouraged.
自分なかなかに変わった服着てますね。
Shouldn't we be leaving?
Just want to get a shot of you, Dawn, then we can take off.
ドーンどこだ。ドーンどこだ。
What?
痛い痛い痛い。
Perfect.
Perfect.
It's gonna rain the whole weekend, isn't it? Please just take the damn picture.
Hey, language.
どこ撮るのこれ。これどこ撮ると。こっちか。
I will never forget this weekend, Dad.
That's the spirit. Okay, got it.
I'm gonna take some pictures, okay?
Just be careful. The camera's older than you are.
どこだ。ここか。
You're right, Dad. It's starting to clear up. Still freezing, though.
違ったわ。どこにいんだよ。何を撮れと。わからんわからん。何撮るのこれ。
Definitely should not have drunk all that coffee.
Hold still while I take a picture of you.
Hey!
That's a keeper.
Nothing quite like being outside.
シュン。
I'm just saying, I'm not always gonna be here, Dawn. You'll need to remember this stuff, if you want to survive.
I'll be fine, Dad.
You know who else thought he was gonna be fine?
Some guy who died.
Dawn, I'm being
来た
serious.
ね。
I know, Dad.
来たね。
You're always serious. Doesn't being out here make you want to chill out?
Well, to tell you the truth, I haven't been out here in 20 years. Last time I was with my brother Calvin. Man, Dawn, don't you think you could find something more interesting to photograph? Your grandpa Sven taught us how to fish, how to build a fire.
これ
You
ちゃ
don't
う
need to waste any more film on me, kiddo.
は
We found an old logging trail. There were deer everywhere. I bet if I could remember where that trail was, we'd spot a buck for you in no time.
魚は
魚
Give me a minute to check the map.
違うな。人じゃないのか今回。
Let's see. Maybe.
なんか動物とんのか今回。鹿がどうのこうのって言ってたけど。
Was it?
これ以上行かないしな。
Could have been.
はあ。
銃は
銃違う。はあ。これもしや違うよな。
なんだこのゲーム、わら。
ほんとだよ。お、鹿いね鹿いるやんこれじゃねえかよ。
Before you take the shot, let me get a picture of you.
どこいんのどこいんの。おー、いたいたいたいた。
ミッケだな、わら。
ほんとだよ。
懐かしい。
Let me get behind you.
Do I have to do this?
Don, you don't have to do anything. But if you want to survive, you'll need to be strong. Great shot, Don!
え、千鳥。いやー、まあまあま
I'm proud of you, Don.
あ。あ、動かすのか
Remember that, okay?
動かすのかこの人。
なんてことを。
なんてことを。何してんだこれ。
It's twitching. I think
That's
it's
totally
sick.
normal, Don. Just focus on the camera. Try not to think about.
Dad!
あ、
動物愛護団体に訴えよう。
今死んだんですけど崖から突き落とされて死んだんですけど。
Of all these stories, that's the one I wish most that my mom had told me.
鹿に殺
死んだわら
鹿に殺された男。サル。ここに行けると。この部屋はされないのかな他まだ。ちょいちょいちょいちょいちょい待って。
命を大事にしないから。
あー、まあそう
Instead
だ
of
な。
hiding from death, Sam seemed to go out of his way to meet
そんな最後嫌なんだけど、わら。
ねえ、そんな最後やだね。にしても広いからなんかまた調べられそうだけどな。特にないのか。今は何人の調べたんだ。1、2、3、4、5、6人を調べてんのか。あと何人いんだ。1、 12345、あと6人のフィンチ家の人をやるのさ、なんだろう、探すというか謎解きというか、何があったか調べていくって感じだね。
After Sam died, my mom and Edie got really close.
どこに一番
They
か
both lost a lot.
それをすべて見つけて終わりか。
そうおっと、フックを赤ちゃんか次。
Dear Kay, do you remember the way Gregory used to laugh when he thought he was alone? Like something funny was happening, but only he could see it. I think he saw things the rest of us don't.
見えないものが見えてたんじゃないか。お、何すんだこれは何をすればいいんだ。放り投げた何すんのこれ。これ何すんの。今カエル操ってるけど。おおおおおお。時間は
Hello? Sam, I told you I don't want to talk right now.
わら。
I wonder what he saw. What his world
これは歴史。バブバブって言ってコロちゃん。
バブバブ。なんかいっぱい出てきた。これは歴史か本当に。なんか知らない人たちついてきてるけど。うわー飛んだ
歴史ですね。気持ち悪いです。
気持ち悪いですすいません。言えって言われたの。ぴょん。何を見ていた。クジラか次。お、クジラに乗った。おーおーおーぴょん。でんでんでんでん。ぴょん。グレゴリー。お、トロフィーゲットしたおお、まだ上にいる。まだ上にいる。バカらしく聞こえるだろうね。赤ちゃんが幸せすぎる。ちょっと待って。幸せすぎる心配。どこかに行ってしまいそうで。
Sorry about that, Gregory.
I know you did everything you could. Maybe if I hadn't called that night.
目指せトロコン。
目指せトロコン。
Hold on, I don't want Gregory to hear this.
おっと。いや、やだやだやだやだやだあれ、水出るやつちゃうん
やるからにはトロコンだよな。
やるからにはトロコン。あー、さすが。
歴史やないか。 わら。
本当だね。本当に歴史だったね。レフティすげえな。
歴史ですね。
なんか集まってる。
I know what happened wasn't your fault.
君のせいでこうなったんじゃない。
Sure is happy. And he'd want you to be happy too. Good luck, Kay. Love, Sam.
1歳で死んじゃったのか。赤ちゃんまで死んで。グレゴリー。
I can't imagine my mom ever writing poetry yet.
フラグすぎる、わら。
それな。
A poem for Gus, who always said the wedding was a bad idea. Our father never hit us kids, at least not very hard, before the day my brother said with teenage
す
disregard
ごく
that he'd
新
be
規
dead
の
before
弟が
he'd
偉そう
see
に
a wedding in our
ジャニ
town.
ワである結婚式出るくらいです。おお、タコ。今度はタコか。字が逆なんだが。字が逆で読む。おお、なるほどね。
My father made him come, of course, but
も
Gus
ちろん
stood
父
far
さん
apart,
は
flew
さ
his
せた。
kite
で
and
もガ
bottled
スは
up
遠
the
くで立
storm
って
inside his
ただ
heart.
タコを上げた嵐を炎の中に閉じ込め。
I tried to talk him out of it, but though he'd never met her. We don't need a stepmom, were the words that I wrote.
ママ、母はいらないって言ったのを覚えている。お、あったあったあった。
When the time for photos came, Dad ordered him to come here. But Gus declined, and as a sign held up his middle finger.
嵐が来ちゃうんだね。
The wind picked up, and panicked geese appeared and quickly went. But all the humans did that day was go inside the tent.
クズだな。
テントに入ることだけ。クズだな。
The rain came down in buckets, but no one
椅子。
seemed afraid that nature might destroy the tent or
雨
Dad
が
might
土
hurt
砂降
me.
りになっても誰も恐れなかった。父さんが2つに立ったテントが自然の力で壊れるなんて。テントってどっちだったっけ。こっちか。うわー、やっぱすっかり巻き込んで
Thunder
る。
sounded much
す
too
んごい巻き
close
込んで
and
る。
full
や
of
ばいやばい
angry
やばい。
power.
雷の音は大きすぎて異界の
Make
地下
the
にあっている。
music louder.
父さんは音楽をもっと大きくというだけ。やば。過去に一体何がついてんだ。あの日あなたのことを。
I wish that I could truly say I thought about you on
あ
that
の
day.
日あなたのことを考
Out
えて
there on
い
the
たと
beach
言えばよ
alone,
かった。
just you,
Oh,
the
very
wind,
それで死ぬの
sea
ね。
and foam.
あなたと、
But I didn't. Until we found you.
あなたが見つかるまで。
思ったより地味だった。
She never told me about it.
思ったより
Mom
地味
told
だっ
me once if I was a boy, they were going to name me Gus.
た。あと、1、2、3、4人か。
ね。
ほ
これ終わり早くない？
終わりは割と早いかな。どこ行けと次。これなんか塞がってんだよな。次こっちの上っぽいんだよな。ボルダリングか。
My mom moved up to the loft after her brothers died. At the time, it was as far away as she could get.
次の人の話か。
She spent a summer building houses in Calcutta, where she met my dad, Sanjay.
普通に考えて登るんやろ。
いや、あれが登るものだとは思わなかった。
My mom moved to India a week after graduation and got a job teaching English. Lewis was born a year later.
インドの地図。
When my dad died, I don't think Mom knew where else to go.
インドの地図。あ、今のそういう意
I'm
味合
sure
いだ。
Edie was happy to have her back.
これゲームオーバーあるの？
ゲームオーバーはない。
The house had to get a little bigger, but Edie was used to that. And for a while, things were good. Almost normal. But it didn't last.
長く続かなかった。がないか。
The beginning of the end was Milton's 10th birthday, when
終
Edie
わりの
gave
始
him
ま
the
りは
castle.
イーリーがお城をプレゼントしたミルトンの10歳の誕生日。
私にも白したさい。
白したし、白ください。魔法の鉛筆。ペラペラってできないね。ちゃう。
段ボールで我慢しとけ。
段ボールで。ちょっと待って、ああ、こういうことか。パラパラ漫画やん。
段ボール戦記かよ。
段ボール戦記。 すげえ。
I was 4 when Milton disappeared.
私が4歳。消えた？行方不明ってこと？謎すぎんだろ。
Mom spent months searching for my brother. Then she sealed the doors. Whatever Milton had found in the house, Mom didn't want it getting out.
さっきの風でそんな早くなわけ。これ次行くとこある？わ、月が綺麗ですね。まだあるやん、これ。
Mom definitely blamed Edie, but I think Louis blamed himself. After he graduated, he just spent more and more time in his room. Until Mom got him a job at the cannery.
缶詰工場の仕事。
タマトさんと流行ったの？
Louis's room smelled very,
タマトさんとは結局やってない。
that part of him lived on.
結局来なかったから俺も風呂落ちした。
Louis and I spent a lot of time playing games together, but he was surprisingly bad at them. He died a lot.
Dear Mrs. Finch, as Lewis's psychiatrist, I can understand your desire for an explanation. As I see it, the trouble began in January, shortly after we convinced your son to seek treatment for substance abuse.
それな。
Newly sober, I believe Lewis first noticed the monotony of his daily life. He kept working at the cannery, but he withdrew part of himself. In our sessions, I saw the same behavior.
ひたすらこの作業。
His mind began
ラピー
to
の際も同様の言動が見られた。
えぐ、わら。
彼の意識はよく。これやだよ俺。これ手バシってなるやつじゃない？やだよ。やだよ俺。手切りたくないよこれで。やばいやばいや。やだ。やりたくないんだけど。俺そういうの無理なんだけど。あ、違った違った。
わら。
びっくりした。動いたわ今。彼の意識はよくさまよい始めていました。違うよね。なんだこれ。
I asked him to describe it.
びっくりした。左のスティック動かすともやのあたりが動いて、右スティックで魚が動く。頼むとむずいむずい。小さなところから始まるんだ。
急にホラーだろ、わら。
想像して急にホラー。
内臓も取れよ。
内臓も取れ。周りを探ってみると。あと何かがうごめく。コウモリ。 き返るなとか。
頭だけ落として何の意味があるんや。
こっからよ、調理は。
And things that have not names.
そして名前のないものたち。
He knew it was all in his head.
後で取るんだよ。
He took it very seriously.
そうそうそう。
I had hoped he'd find himself. But he found something more.
正常の見つけてしまう。なんだこの汚いドラクエみたいなさ感じのあ、これチークだ。
I worried about him then.
頭だけ取る仕事かよ。
Daydreaming at the cannery.
缶詰工場で白チュームを見ているのです。
I spoke with his boss.
上司も相談しました。
But he said Lewis had become a model employee.
ルイスは
Methodical,
模範的な従
tireless,
業員。
focused. Like a whole new Lewis.
楽。
So I let him go on.
同じ作業だからな。鬱になりそう。
彼はこれで月収30よろずです。
月収30万。やばい。
I even encouraged him. It seemed very promising at first. He told me he'd made a new friend. On the edge of a city he named Lewis Topia.
ストピアと名付けたんです。
He built the city up slowly, brick by brick.
なんだなんだ。太鼓叩いてくるやつ追いかけてくるぞ。
Then he made musicians.
ああ、やばいやばいやばいやばいやばい。おい、なんか変なの来てるぞ。
And songs for them to play. He talked about starting a band.
おお、なんか出てきた。なんだ
And he was always humming something.
奇妙な桃太郎ですか。
奇妙な
Every
もん
day
だろ
his。imagination grew stronger.
やばいやばいやばいやばいやばいやばい。
He no longer spoke at the cannery.
缶
But his
詰工場
chopping
で
was
口
as
を聞くことな
reliable as
かっ
ever.
た。魚の切断に関してはこの上なく頼り。
Then one day it struck him
なら彼は気づいたんです。
that all the cheering crowds,
周りで
even
歓
the
声を上げ
stones
る
under his
群
feet,
衆や彼の足元にある
were all in his imagination.
なんだ、なんつうんだっけ、呼び方忘れた。空想でし
So
か
he
ない。
could do whatever he wished.
好きなことをできるじゃないかと。
何の頼りになるの。あら。
それな。
He held an election for mayor,
市長選挙を行っ
and he
た。お
won.
お、飛んだ。おお、滑って落ちた。そして当選した。
They begged him to stay, but his mind was already wandering.
嘆願された者の彼の意識は
It
だら
became a game for him.
おい、もう魚邪魔だな。
マリオやないか。
He'd conquer a city, then immediately push on.
マリオ
New Louisville.
ニュールイスビル
St. Louis.
セントルイス。
He started drifting
魚
away
は
from
何なん
our
すかね。
わかんない。魚は文字邪魔してくるから俺は作業してるけど。
Minneapolis.
ミネア
Until
ポ
one
リ
day he forgot to go home from the cannery. Even as his mother pleaded with him, part of Lewis kept sailing on.
作業中の妄想でしょ。
He heard rumors of a...
ああ、だと思うけどね。
Beautiful prince.
マジ2択とかあるのかよ。
The prince was on his own quest for...
王子は自ら
単純作業中によく起きるやつやな。
ああ、単純作業中。わからないこともない。ああ、虹だ。倒れたんだけど。
それな。
ハリボテじゃねえか、あの虹。おい。あれでしょ、この虹全部くぐればトロフィーとかもあるんじゃん。彼は王子のだ相当多い。ハープだろ、これ。
Silver harp.
事故起こしてるやん。
His chase led him to a golden palace east of the sun and west of the moon.
太陽の東、月の西にある賞金の宮殿。
Even then, his logic remained sound.
もうゲームじゃんこれ。
He knew the world was all in his imagination.
魚。魔物だと分かっていた。
But he was so proud of having created it.
魚来すぎ、わら。
魚めっちゃ長いてくるわ。勘弁して。
In his own eyes, he'd become something greater than a king. For someone who'd never known success in the real world, I think it was overwhelming. And then it struck him that the real Lewis was not the one chopping salmon, but the one climbing the steps of a golden palace.
やばいな。黄金の宮殿を続き階段を自分が登る自分が気づく。
My imagination is as real as my body, he told me. It was hard to argue with him.
これに反応しづらかった。急に
妄想壮大すぎるやろ。
それな。
Began to forget the world we know.
やばいよ。この人ドラッグやってるよ。
ドラッグやってるね。絶対やってる。
I think it pained him to remember Lewis, the cannery worker.
ルイスを思い出すのが苦しかった。
He began to despise the man with a royal contempt.
軽蔑的な。おいルイス。病気じゃん。病気やん。魚掴んでないよ。魚掴んでない。これさっき俺がやってた右の操作よ。怖い。
I still thought I could save him.
気が狂ったらしい。
嘘だろ。
内臓取る人いないやん。
それな、いなかったやん。
nice calico who'd insisted on advising me.
"結局この人が缶詰になる話だな。
His prince waited, holding his crown. There was only one thing left to do. Bend down his head.
え、これ断頭台じゃないの？え、これ断頭台だよね。え、怖い怖い怖い。首ちょんぱいやんこれ。
え、自害やん。
ね、断頭台やばいやばいやばいやばい。
I think you know. Mrs. Finch, your son was a kind man who will be missed by all of us who knew him.
結局はこうなるのかい。これは精神に来るホラー。
精神に来るホラー。ねえ。首ちょんぱだぜ。
My brother was really cool. I wish you could have met him.
あと2人の人物。やばかだ。え、今の地味に怖いわ。断頭台で首ちょんぱ。やばいね。
He was so proud of being Indian. I think for him it was a way to be something other than just a Finch.
派手に怖いわ。
派手に怖い。
やっぱインド関係あるんだな。派手に怖い、わら。
派手に怖い。派手に怖いっていう言葉よ。
On the way back from Lewis's funeral, my mom told me to start packing. She waited until the day before we left to tell Edie. I'm not sure if she wanted to make it easier or harder. I wish we'd stayed. But I understand why we left.
出て行ったのか。はあ。
My mom ended up leaving everything behind.
持ち物すべて置いていく羽目になった。
What happened that night had been coming for a long time.
来るべくして起きた。
Maybe it should have come sooner. But it had to end one way or another.
最後は主人公死んだら終わりな気が。
あー、確かにね。なんかそんな気がするね。ぽいな。主人公が1999ってなって、まだ今現在操作してるから、最後にあるかもね。ここが自分の部屋だったのか。
That whole last day, Edie just watched us pack and didn't say a word. Until supper, when she raised her glass and said,
"To our final night together, and all our final nights apart.
Grandma, you know what I said about alcohol. Some of your
服のセン
medications
スな
are
くな
very
い。
specific.
I left a present for you in the hallway. Why don't you go open it? The grown-ups have to argue now.
I'm sorry, you're right. We're all leaving tomorrow. Let's just enjoy our last...
I'm not leaving.
Edith, you're excused.
服のセンス海外センスだろこれが。
The power had been shut off that morning, but Edie always had plenty of candles.
ヘラクレスオオカブトですね。やばい、これレフティが見たくる見たら
言ってやるな。良いと思って来てるんだから。
When my mom said the library, I don't think she
今
knew
俺も見
about
た
the
く
other
ないものを見
entrance.
てしまったわ。入り口があるって知らなかった。もう一つ入り口がある。
Or that
ゴミみたいな
he
部
had
屋
keys to。it.
ウィリーは鍵を。こっからか。
The thing you're afraid of isn't going to end when you leave the house.
おばあちゃん怒ってる。
Edith has a right to know these stories.
My children are dead because of your stories. I
それ
think
で
it's
死んだ。
best if Edith and I leave tonight. We'll have the nursing home send a van for you in the morning. Okay?
Dear Edith, there's so many stories I wish I could tell you, but there's only time for one. This is about what happened on the night you were born. That night, the tide went way, way out.
G の標本なくてよかったな。
It was the first and last time I ever saw the old house aground.
それな。カブトムシだったからまだよかったけど、その上ちょっと見たらやばかったからやばいと思って急いで視点変えたけど。これは置きに行くのかな。でも置き、あの道はあるんだよな。
God, it smelled awful. You know, I've seen that house every day of my life.
My life.
But I never thought I'd go back to it. When the fog rolled in, I lost my way. I got turned around. For a while, I wandered. I started seeing things. Things I'd forgotten had ever existed. But when I saw them, they felt like old friends. That night, a lot of things came back to me. Or maybe I came back to them. Things I can't explain, but that I need you to try and...
Edith, what are you doing in here?
It's mine.
Edith!
Mom, you're gonna rip it. Let go. I kicked and screamed, but Mom dragged me to the car. I never saw Great Grandma Edie again. The next morning,
クズしかいないのか。
pick her up, but she was already gone. After that, we moved around a lot. We both tried to make the best of it.
クズしかいないからみんな死んだんだよ。
My mom didn't like to talk about it, but she started getting sick a lot. The rest happened pretty quickly. She got better for a while.
クズの末路。
And she didn't.
クズの末路。
And then I was alone. The last Finch left alive.
フィンチ家の最後の生き残り。
Until I found out about you.
あなたのことを知るまでは。
I'm still not sure what to tell you about all this. If we lived forever, maybe we'd have time to understand things. But as it is, I think the best we can do is try to open our eyes. And appreciate how strange and brief all of this is. This journal was supposed to be for you. But now I hope you'll never see it. I just want to meet you and tell you all these stories myself. But I guess if you're reading this now, things didn't work out that way. This is where your story begins. I'm sorry I won't be there to see it. It's a lot to ask, but I don't want you to be sad that I'm gone. I want you to be amazed that any of us ever had a chance to be here at all. Good luck.
主人公も死んだやん。あれ？あと一人見れてなくね？誰か飛ばしちゃったのかな？
最後は自分じゃないの？
あー、なるほど。そういうことなんかな。このエリスだっけ？操作してたのが自分だったんだけど、最後の生き残りの人ってことだったのかな。今引き継がれた人。でも2017年に亡くなったって書いてたね。99年生まれの人は。
突然の実写。
突然の実写。ありがとうヨハン。トロフィーありがとうヨハンいただきました。なんか不思議なゲームだな。ただもうちょい理解できればな、よかったんだけど。いろいろ謎すぎて理解力が。
何に対してのありがとう？
わかんない。トロフィーでヨハンありがとうってあったね。元の作品があるのかな？違うのかな？
これやめてエーペックスやろ。プレイしてくれてでしょ。
ああ、そういうことか。エーペックス。せっかくレフティいるからな。ラスアスやりたい感はある。ちっちゃい子が
今本田翼エーペックスやってるで。ラスアスでもいいよ。
あ、マジ？本田翼エーペックスやってんの？マッチとつ狙うか？おい。
興味ないです。
残念、俺も興味ないです。でもこれフリープレイにしては当たりの作品だと思うんだよね。面白い、普通に。
絶対雑魚やん。
雑魚とは限らねえだろ。
久々にラスアスやるか。
久々にやろう。やろうぜ、レフティー。3パで1枠参加型みたいな。
面白いか？
うん、これ結構俺好きだな。なんか世界観好きな人は結構ハマるかもね。最後の
首切るとこだけよかった。
エリスを選択してください。ほんほんほんほん。そっか、この下の最後のエリーとダウンつんだ。ダービン。お母さんとおばあちゃんが最後の話か。で、最後自分と。面白いな。なんか、また今度やろう。普通に面白い。よし、じゃあ、首消すところだけはよかった。最高だよ。じゃあ、これにて、フィンチ家の奇妙な屋敷で起きたことを終わりにしたいと思います。ありがとう。お疲れ。じゃあ、またラスアスでお会いしましょう。バイバイ。